Gearboard presents the top 5 best pottery wheels. Let's get started with a list. Starting off our list at number 1, FaberCastell Do Art Pottery Studio. If you've been through your kids' reading table and the items on there, FaberCastell should be a familiar brand to you. But this time they've moved on from just study essentials and brought on a full-form pottery studio to unlock your kids' pottery potential. The name sounds like FaberCastell Do Art Pottery Studio, which quite expresses its purpose. The biggest standout point of this model is it's a complete set of pottery essentials for any kids over 8 years of age. There's a pottery wheel, 6 tool pieces, 3 pounds of air-dried clay, apron, cover, paints, sponge, glaze, brushes, and whatnot. Sports all essential pottery equipment in the box. Hands-free operation through the paddle operation. Requires 4C batteries to run. And number 2, Speedball Portable Artista Tabletop Pottery Wheel. The built quality of this wheel is quite high and compact. As a direct benefit, it's got a 25-pound centering capacity, which is good for learning or studio pottery purposes. The wheel head of this model is 11 inches, is spacious enough to create any shape and size out of the model. As it's electrically powered by a 1/3 of a horsepower motor, that would be another assistant to keep your hands free to work. You will be able to achieve a maximum rotational speed of 220 RPM, which is decent enough under such a price point. Perfect pottery assistant for classroom or studio. Can be converted from tabletop to floor top. Can also be converted from paddle mode to handheld mode. At number 3, Falling in Art Heavy Duty Metal Pottery Decorating Banding Wheel. This 12 inches diameter wheel is a dedicated wheel for multifunctional pottery. It can be used in multiple work variations like sculpting, decorating, clay designing, artistic works, model making, and whatnot. All you need to know is how to bring the best out of this wheel. Base, joint, and top are the top parts of a pottery wheel. On that note, Falling in Art had maintained a top-notch built quality in all 3 parts of the wheel. The solid base had been made of highly forged, indestructible iron metal, and the wheel itself is made of aluminum alloy. The base is made of solid, indestructible iron. 4 1/3 inches height for quick accessorizing and rolling. The chassis is equipped with a rubber base. At number 4, US Art Supply Large 12 inches Diameter Sculpting Wheel. US Art Supply Large 12 inches Diameter Sculpting Wheel might be the go-to choice of yours. Why do we say that? Let's figure out. As long as the quality of the pottery wheel is concerned, material strength tops the list. In that sense, this wheel from US Art Supply will win your heart. The base and the top both are made of heavy-duty and high-grade cast metal. The next important part is the joint between the base and the top, which is taken care of by a well-built ball bearing. Although it's made of cast metal, the overall weight of the model had been kept under the limit. It's as light as 10 pounds only, which is pretty convenient for operating single-handedly. Made of heavy-duty metal. String base assisted by a heavy-duty ball bearing. Concentric circles on the top to help in perfection. At number 5, VIVO Pottery Wheel 25 cm Pottery Forming Machine. This is a 25 cm pottery wheel, aka forming machine, which has a 350-watt electric power behind to operate this up. When you work with typical pottery materials like clay, paint, etc., you might not need this, but if you work with a more rigid material like ceramic clay, an electric pottery wheel is a must. That being said, dealing with ceramic clay on an electric pottery wheel is not an easy chore. But thanks to VIVO the brand, for making it as easy as any brand could do ever. The wheel itself is made of heavy-duty aluminum alloy assisted with a water basin. The material of the water basin is ABS metal, which provides ample protection against any kind of leakage. Made of heavy-duty aluminum alloy. ABS metal base basin which protects leakage. Has a power rating of 300 watts.